today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty proud of this little makeshift setup right now. We're filming in my truck today because my office is currently gutted. We're painting the entire office space, both the walls and the floors. So all of my stuff, all of my books, my furniture, everything is outside of the office with just plastic draped over everything. I thought about putting out a little teaser, acting like I was moving office spaces again just to get people riled up, but I didn't. But this is really the only quiet place I have to film right now. So I wanted to talk today about the YouTube channel, sort of a 2021 update and roadmap, just to kind of give you guys an idea as to what my thoughts and intentions are with the YouTube channel moving forward. I have a lot of stuff I want to do on the channel, and I also have a lot of stuff that I definitely don't want to do on the channel, so let's talk about that. Number one, the schedule. For almost 2 years, I was consistently doing a new video every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That used to be the regular schedule, so bare minimum, there were 4 videos a month, but a lot of those weeks I would end up doing 2 videos that week, so averaged between 4 to 6 videos a month for pretty steadily almost 2 years. I was just trying to keep momentum, one foot in front of the other, just staying in motion, but looking back, there are definitely a handful of videos, more than a handful really, just videos that I feel like didn't live up to, I guess, my standards of what I really want to make on YouTube. This kind of ties in with the video I did about Instagram and just social media in general, and just that kind of routine and that rhythm you get into of just shooting, and just throwing everything out there. In the same way that I've kind of slowed down there, I also want to take the same kind of approach to YouTube and just focus more on quality over quantity. Staying in motion and keeping that consistent schedule definitely helped me grow the channel, that is for sure, but I really want to be able to feel good about every video that goes out there. I really want to focus on the quality, again, not necessarily just in production quality, but I guess just the quality of the content in the video. I want to make videos that really feel like an extension of myself, something I feel proud to put out there, and something that I actually really enjoy. So some months there might be 4 videos a month like usual, other months there might be 2 videos a month. I don't want to rush a video out just for the sake of keeping up with the same consistency over and over, because I think, again, in the long run, it does help with growing the channel, but I also think that there's just been a lot of stuff that, in hindsight, just didn't really add any value to myself or any other people, even if there were views and, maybe people enjoyed the video, but just some videos are probably just, you watch it once and then you never watch it again. And I like the idea of having evergreen videos that people can return to and still get something out of. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys understand that. I'm only trying to make better videos for everybody, both you guys and myself. So quality over quantity, that's sort of my main focus. And in terms of the videos themselves, I'm not completely changing everything up, but I'm definitely just going to try to be more intentional about all of it. So number one, to be completely honest, I don't want to make film camera reviews anymore. Unless it's a camera that I personally own and shoot with and I really enjoy it, not one that I just picked up and have only had for a month. I don't want to make a film camera review video because, in all honesty, they are just not fun or interesting or fulfilling in any way. And it's funny because if you scroll through comments, you always see, oh yeah, nobody likes gear videos. Those are boring anyway. Which I agree, but if you look at the views and the analytics, every single film camera review out there does way more views than anything else. It's clearly what people are looking for on YouTube, but it is just not fulfilling or inspiring or interesting to me at all, both to shoot those videos as well as just watching them in general. I'm not making photos that I'm particularly proud of when I'm making those videos, and it just feels like filler. Not only that, but the comments I get on those gear reviews are awful usually. People leave some really shitty comments on those videos specifically because apparently I alone am responsible for the increase in the prices of film cameras on the used market. Every single video, no matter what it is, if I even mention a camera, I get dozens of comments of people complaining that I'm just driving the price up and this is what's wrong with film photography these days. It's just really annoying and discouraging, and I just don't care anymore, to be completely honest. If there's a new camera coming out that I see value in and I think it would be interesting to talk about and I have an opportunity to do so, I definitely will continue to do that because that's something that's actually enjoyable to me, and I don't have to worry about all the people, complaining about the used prices on the market. And of course, with cameras that I buy that I'm really enjoying, like the Mint SLR 670S, I just did a video on that, and I had a lot of fun with that video. I was really happy with how we made the video, how it turned out, as well as the response. It seemed like you guys really enjoyed that one, so I was super excited about that. I want to focus more on videos like that are a little less of the YouTube kind of template of here's some B-roll, here's the photos, and just, I don't know, I just want it to feel a little bit less YouTube-y, if that makes any sense. But I used to buy or borrow just random film cameras from different people just for the sake of making a YouTube video because it's easy, it's filler content, and they do really good views, so it was just kind of win-win. But I am just so burnt out on that aspect of it, like I am not interested in that at all. So what will be on the channel is some of what you've already come to expect with the channel, especially just in the last maybe 6 months to a year. So plenty of videos on photo books. That's something I'm always invested in and always interested in, and the collection is always growing, and I think that's the best thing to talk about, is talking about stuff like that, the actual photography, less of just random cameras. I'd also like to do some sort of like video essays on specific photographers, especially if I have multiple books from the same photographer. I mentioned in a recent video I want to do one on Mark Steinmetz because he's become one of my favorite photographers and I've just fallen in love with his work. And being able to go from book to book to book and kind of talking about some of the similarities but also the differences, that to me is just fascinating. And I also want to do a lot more video interviews, like I just did one with Jason Lee, which was a lot of fun. I'm looking for ways to enhance that kind of format. You know, right now doing these Zoom interviews to get better video quality, better audio quality, just to make them even more engaging. So trying to kind of fine-tune some things and really kind of dial that in, because I love just picking other photographers' brains and being able to just put a spotlight on other photographers on my channel. That's a big goal for kind of moving forward. I have a few videos of actually going and filming other photographers as they're working and then following those up with interviews. I have a few of those like kind of in the works and planned out. It's just a matter of waiting until things are a little bit safer and we can comfortably do that and work in close distances. Stuff like that is going to be a lot of fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to that, and just again trying to get more people in front of the camera on this channel. I used to do The Shoot, which was my podcast, which was all interviews with other photographers, and that was super fun for that very reason. But I like the idea of being able to combine that style but in a video form, including some of the photographers' work or books of theirs. Speaking of podcasts, Archives is coming back very soon. Basically as soon as my office gets put back together and I can go in there and record, I'll be jumping back into that, which I've been having a lot of fun with that podcast. It's cool to be able to do like weekly Q&A with you guys, as well as just anything else that's been on my mind. But I think I'm going to be doing audio only, so it'll still be up on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but I'm not going to be uploading the video version to YouTube anymore because I think the YouTube algorithm just doesn't like that, and it'll just be a lot simpler for me to just do audio only, leave it there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But regardless, I'm excited for that. So all of you who have been asking, saying that you missed the podcast, I really appreciate it. As soon as my office gets put back together and everything, I'll be recording right away. All in all, I just want to make a better YouTube channel. Again, quality over quantity, and trying to really make videos that I feel proud of, videos that I think there's actual value in, whether it be in entertainment, information, anything at all. Like, I just want to make stuff that people can enjoy to watch. And honestly, the response in just the last few videos have been really good and really encouraging. You know, the video I made about social media, I didn't think anyone would sit there and watch all of that, and it's done better than most of my videos recently. So I think that says a lot about just speaking from the heart and staying true to yourself and making the kind of videos that you really want to make. So I appreciate all of you who have watched the videos, commented on the videos, shared the videos. It really means a lot. I also have one thing I bought that I kind of want to talk about. I didn't expect it to come in today, so I just got it with me. Before we get to that, stick with me. I'm going to pay some bills for a second and thank our sponsor today, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is the best all-in-one platform to build a great looking website. It's super easy to use and really customizable, so no matter what template you use, which there are tons to choose from, you can always dial things in and make it your own. It's obviously a great place to showcase your work, but you can also have things like an email newsletter that you send out to people, which I'm in the process of creating my own. You can also sell products directly through your online store, whether it be digital or physical products. It's super easy to manage, and if you ever have questions, they have 24/7 award-winning customer service that are always ready to help. If you want to try Squarespace out for yourself, you can do so entirely free at squarespace.com. But when you're ready to get signed up, go to squarespace.com/mattday, and that'll get you 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. So this, it's not the RB67. I bought this a while back. I don't think I ever made a video or a post telling people I bought an RB67, but I did a while ago. It was my very first medium format camera I bought way back in 2012, and it's just always had a special place in my heart as a result of that. But the interesting thing that I bought is actually this right here. This is a modded Instax square back. Someone basically took an Instax square camera and hacked off the lens and then 3D printed pieces to attach it to an RB67, so I can shoot Instax square film with this with full manual control like I'm shooting roll film with the RB67. So same kind of idea as the SLR 670S, which I just recently did a video on, and this will use the entire Instax square film. So years and years ago I shot tons of FP100C and FP3000B with this camera in a Polaroid back, but it doesn't take up the whole Polaroid frame, so it never really felt right. It just to me felt like a waste of the film. So definitely excited to test that out. I wasn't expecting it to come in today, so I don't have any film. I ordered that several months ago on eBay, and it came from Mexico, so international shipping during everything right now is just crazy, and there was no tracking or anything, so I just basically just sat and hoped and prayed that it would show up one day, and it came in today, so I'm super excited to test that out. If you want to see videos with this, I'm sure I will make some, but definitely let me know. I mostly got this to shoot portraits because with my SX70 or the SLR 670S, I love shooting portraits because you can focus so close with that camera. I've never been able to focus that close with any of the Instax cameras, so that one's going to be a lot of fun to shoot portraits with. A lot of shun to poop, whatever. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for everything. I'm very curious to hear what your thoughts are on this kind of direction and plans for the channel, so let me know in the comments down below. That's it. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.